Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you are passionate about rare coins and dream of discovering forgotten gems right in your pocket change, then this video is for you. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the ultra-rare and incredibly valuable Australian 2-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper beauty that is capturing huge attention in today's collector's market, with values rising fast and demand hitting all-time highs. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one of those coins you absolutely want to know about. First up, we are diving deep into a coin that is quietly gaining massive attention in the collector's market, the Australia 2-cent coin from the year 1975. If you have come across one of these little beauties in extra fine condition, you might just be holding on to a valuable piece of history that collectors are going after right now. Yes, you heard that right. What might look like just an old bronze coin could actually be a sought-after item with rising demand and growing market value. So stay tuned, because we will cover the fascinating history, what makes this coin special, how rare it is, and how much it is selling for in today's collector market in dollar value. Let us start with a bit of history. The Australian 2-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of the decimalisation of the Australian currency system. The 2-cent coin became a staple of everyday currency, circulating widely for many years. But in 1991, production of the 2-cent coin for general circulation was officially discontinued, making earlier coins, especially those in excellent condition, increasingly rare and collectible. The 1975 edition holds a unique place in the series. It was minted during a time of high production, yet coins from this year in pristine condition are remarkably scarce today. The historical significance tied to this era, Australia's shift in economic policy, growth, and modernization, makes this coin not just currency, but a symbol of national change. Now let us take a close look at the features that make the 1975 Australia 2-cent coin stand out. The coin is made from bronze, giving it that rich reddish-brown tone collectors love. On the obverse side, you will find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machine, a classic design used on Australian coinage during the 1970s. The reverse features the iconic frill-necked lizard, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's master coin designer. The fine details on the lizard, especially in extra-fine condition, are absolutely beautiful. Each frill, each scale, perfectly struck and preserved. When you see this design under good lighting, you will understand why collectors are so attracted to it. It is not just about age, it is about the artistry and condition that make this coin pop. So why is the 1975 Australia 2-cent coin suddenly in such high demand? It all comes down to condition and scarcity. While many of these coins were minted, only a very small percentage have survived in extra fine or uncirculated condition. Most coins from this era saw heavy use in daily transactions, which means they are scratched, worn, or tarnished. That is what makes an extra fine 1975 2-cent coin a rare find. For collectors, the value goes beyond face value. It is about finding a piece of history in near-perfect shape. Coins in extra fine condition show only the slightest signs of wear on the high points of the design, with strong details and even luster. These are the coins that stand out in any collection, and that rarity drives up both demand and value. Now, let us talk money, because yes, this humble 2-cent coin is fetching serious interest in the current collector's market. In today's auctions and online sales, Australia 2-cent 1975 coins in extra fine condition have sold for anywhere from $300,000 and in some cases even higher, depending on the presentation, provenance, or whether it is slabbed and graded by a professional coin service. Keep in mind, that is for a coin that originally had almost no value beyond pocket change. For collectors building a complete decimal coin set, finding one in high grade is essential, and they are willing to pay a premium. And with global interest in vintage and historical coins on the rise, international buyers are also showing strong interest in coins like this from Australia. If you are lucky enough to own a 1975 Australia 2-cent coin, here are a few quick tips. First, examine the condition carefully. Check under natural light for strong deals, minimal wear, and clear edges. If you are unsure about the grade, consider having it professionally appraised or submitted to a grading service. Second, always handle coins by the edge, using gloves if possible to avoid oils or scratches that can reduce value. And third, store your coin in a protective holder or capsule to preserve its condition. If you are in the market to buy one, make sure you purchase from a reputable dealer or certified seller to ensure authenticity and fair pricing. These coins are rising in demand, and now is a great time to either add one to your collection or hold on to it for future appreciation. In conclusion, the Australia 2-cent coin from 1975 in extra fine condition is not just a nostalgic piece, it is a rising star in the numismatic world. With its rich history, elegant design, increasing rarity, and strong demand from collectors, this coin has all the elements of a valuable asset. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just discovering the world of rare coins, this little copper treasure could be a smart investment and a beautiful piece to showcase. So check your old change jars, look through inherited coin albums, and see if you can spot the 1975 Australia 2-cent coin. Because in today's market, this modest Australian coin might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Next up, we are diving into one of the most iconic and increasingly sought-after coins in modern numismatics, the Australia 2-cent coin, from 1981 in uncirculated condition. If you have ever held on to old pocket change or inherited a mysterious jar of coins, this might just be the one hiding a small fortune. We are not talking about just any old coin. We are talking about a rare gem that is rapidly climbing in value on the collector's market, particularly when preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. Let us begin by exploring the history and background of this fascinating coin. The Australian 2-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of the country's switch from pounds, shillings, and pence to a decimal currency system. The coin remained in production until 1989, with billions minted over the years. However, the year 1981 stands out not because of its high mintage, but because of its importance as one of the final years where the classic bronze composition and original design remained untouched. It was a time before the gradual phasing out of lower denominations began, making coins from this period increasingly desirable among dedicated collectors. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1981 Australia 2-cent coin is its design. Created by the talented Stuart Devlin, who also designed many other Australian coins, this coin features the frilled neck lizard, an iconic symbol of Australian wildlife, captured in exquisite detail. On the obverse side, the coin displays the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. The combination of artistic brilliance and national symbolism makes this coin not only valuable, but a miniature work of art. In uncirculated condition, the luster of the bronze, the razor-sharp edges, and the untouched detail of both the lizard and the Queen's portrait are truly a sight to behold. Now, you may be wondering what makes this coin rare when millions were minted. The answer lies in its condition and the changing priorities of collectors. Circulated coins are abundant, yes, but coins from 1981 that have never been touched, never been passed through hands, and retain their original mint luster. Those are exceptionally hard to come by. Uncirculated, 1981, Australia 2-cent coins are becoming scarce, especially as more collectors worldwide discover their historical and artistic value. And remember, rarity isn't just about how many were minted, it is about how many are still around today in pristine, untouched condition. Demand for uncirculated examples has been steadily rising, particularly over the last few years. Collectors from Australia and around the globe are paying attention to small denomination coins with artistic value and historical relevance. And in the case of the 1981 Australia 2-cent coin, auctions and collector marketplaces are reporting strong interest and solid sales. In fact, recent listings have seen uncirculated examples sell for as high as $285,000, and in exceptional cases, even more, especially when graded by professional services. Graded high mint state coins, particularly in mint state 65 or higher, can fetch even greater premiums due to their certified authenticity and guaranteed condition. So, what should collectors look for if they want to get their hands on one of these valuable coins? First and foremost, focus on condition. A coin in truly uncirculated state with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration is key. Look for full luster, clear edges, and strong detail, especially around the queen's hair and the frill of the lizard. If you are new to coin grading, consider having your best examples professionally evaluated. Not only does it boost buyer confidence, but it can significantly raise the market value of your coin. Also, keep an eye out for original mint sets from 1981 sometimes. These sets contain hidden treasures in the form of untouched coins straight from the Royal Australian Mint. It is clear that the 1981 Australia 2-cent coin in uncirculated condition is much more than just an old coin. It is a rising star in the world of numismatics. With its historical importance, unique design, and growing demand among collectors, this coin is becoming a must-have piece in any serious collection. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking to make a smart addition to your collection, the 1981 Australian 2-cent coin offers beauty, value, and rarity in one small copper package. Next up, we are diving into a fascinating and rare numismatic treasure that is turning heads in the collector market. The 1984 Australia 2-cent coin, featuring a unique reverse spring green spot in mint state condition. This small copper coin has recently gained significant attention due to its striking appearance, exceptional preservation, and increasing value in the auction scene. If you are a collector, enthusiast, or simply curious about rare coins with big dollar value, you will definitely want to stay tuned. This coin is more than just currency. It is a piece of history and a hot commodity in today's collector world. To understand the value of this coin, let us start with a bit of history and background. The Australian 2-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of Australia's transition to decimal currency. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the reverse features an elegant image of a frilled neck lizard, a native reptile symbolic of Australia's unique wildlife. These coins were minted in bronze, giving them their rich, warm tone. The 2-cent coin continued in circulation until it was officially withdrawn in 1992, making the 1984 issue one of the later production years before discontinuation. While millions were struck, only a very small number exist today in pristine, mint state condition, and even fewer with rare anomalies like the spring green toning on the reverse. Now let us talk about what makes this 1984 Australia 2-cent coin truly unique. The standout feature is the spring green spot or toning visible on the reverse side of the coin. This naturally occurring color shift is often the result of the coin's exposure to a specific combination of humidity, copper oxidation, and controlled storage, creating a vivid green hue that glows against the brown bronze background. On a mint state coin, this toning appears more dramatically, as the original luster enhances the visual contrast. For collectors, such unique toning is not seen as damage, but rather as a rare beauty, making the coin highly desirable. Each green-toned coin is one of a kind, giving it a distinct identity and adding to its appeal. When it comes to rarity, this coin checks all the right boxes. First, mint state 1984 Australia 2-cent coins are not common. Most were used in circulation and show signs of wear. Second, the specific spring green toning is incredibly scarce, making any coin with such coloring a standout among its peers. Third, collector demand is currently on the rise for high-grade Australian bronze coins, particularly those with eye-catching anomalies. This growing demand is pushing values upward, especially in online auctions and numismatic shows where buyers compete for the best and most beautiful specimens. Speaking of market value, this is where things get very exciting. In today's action-packed collector market, a 1984 Australia 2-cent coin in mint state with a vibrant green spot on the reverse can fetch anywhere from $500,000, and in some cases, significantly more, if the toning is especially vivid and the overall strike is sharp. Coins with exceptional eye appeal and certified by reputable grading services have the potential to command premium prices. Auction listings are seeing active bidding wars as investors and collectors recognize the future value of these rare bronze beauties. It is not just a coin, it is an investment-grade collectible. So, if you are a collector or thinking about becoming one, here are a few tips to help you track down or preserve coins like this. First, Always store bronze coins in a climate-controlled environment to protect and sometimes enhance natural toning. Second, consider getting your coin professionally graded and slabbed. This adds credibility and can significantly boost resale value. Third, study auction records and collector forums to stay ahead of price trends and know when to buy or sell. And finally, keep an eye out for similar coins with unusual coloration or mint luster. The rarer the visual traits, the higher the demand. In conclusion, the 1984 Australia 2-cent coin with a reverse spring green spot in mint state is a true treasure for modern collectors. It represents a perfect storm of history, rarity, eye-catching beauty, and increasing market value. As collectors continue to seek out the extraordinary, coins like this are becoming centerpieces in high-end collections. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, keep this coin on your radar because it is not just copper, it is gold in the eyes of the collector world. Next up, we are diving into the fascinating world of rare Australian currency, focusing on a truly special piece, the Australia 2-cent coin from 1972 in very fine condition. You might be surprised how this humble copper coin, once part of everyday change, is now turning heads in the collector's market. Its unique story, historical significance, and growing demand among collectors make it an exciting topic, and if you are lucky enough to own one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So stay with me as we explore why this coin is so valuable today. Let us step back in time to appreciate where this coin comes from. The Australian 2-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia decimalised its currency system. Made from bronze and featuring the elegant frilled neck lizard designed by Stuart Devlin, this coin quickly became a familiar part of everyday life. By 1972, Australia was still transitioning economically, and while millions of coins were minted, the 1972 version stands out due to its relative scarcity and increasing historical value. This coin represents more than just money. It is a snapshot of Australia's evolving currency system and a reminder of an era that is now long past. What makes the 1972 Australia 2-cent coin visually and structurally appealing? First, let us admire that signature frilled neck lizard design. It is a true testament to the beauty of Australian wildlife art on currency. The obverse side features Queen Elizabeth II, with the portrait sculpted by Arnold Machine, which was standard on many Commonwealth coins during that period. But what really elevates the 1972 issue is its lower mintage compared to surrounding years, and the depth and sharpness of the details when found in very fine or higher condition. The coin's rich bronze tone, often developing a beautiful patina over time, adds to its character and collectability. The 1972 Australia 2-cent coin is increasingly sought after for one major reason: its rarity. Although millions were minted, coins from this specific year were circulated heavily, making it difficult to find examples in high grades like very fine or extremely fine. Most that turn up today are worn down from decades of handling, but a 1972 piece in very fine condition with strong detail on the frill of the lizard and clear features on the Queen's portrait is a prized discovery. The coin's scarcity in such well-preserved states has driven demand through the roof, especially among Australian collectors and international numismatists who specialize in Commonwealth currencies. As collector interest continues to grow, the competition for high-grade specimens becomes fiercer, pushing prices ever higher. Now let us get to the exciting part. What is the 1972 Australia 2-cent coin worth in today's collector market? As of today's sales and auction trends, a 1972 Australia 2-cent coin in very fine condition can command anywhere from $220,000, depending on the quality of the strike, coloration, and any unique toning. Rare error versions, such as mistrikes or off-center mintings, have been known to sell for even higher premiums. These values are climbing steadily, fueled by both local and international collectors, recognizing the coin's growing historical and monetary significance. It is safe to say this is a coin that is trending upward in value with no signs of slowing down. If you are interested in collecting or investing in the 1972 Australia 2-cent coin, here are a few insider tips. First, always assess the condition carefully. Look for minimal wear on the lizard's frill and sharp details on the queen's bust. Store the coin properly in a non-polyvinyl chloride flip or coin capsule to prevent further degradation. Buying from reputable sellers, auction houses, or certified dealers helps ensure authenticity and grade accuracy. If you already own one, consider getting it professionally graded, as a third-party certification can increase the coin's market appeal and value. And keep your eyes peeled. Many of these coins are still hiding in old drawers, piggy banks, or inherited collections, just waiting to be rediscovered. So there you have it. The Australia 2-cent coin from 1972 is far more than a piece of copper. It is a valuable piece of numismatic history, a coin of artistic beauty, and a high-demand collectible with real market potential. If you are a collector or someone who loves uncovering hidden treasures, this coin is definitely one to watch. Its rising value in today's action-packed coin market proves that even the smallest denominations can carry big-time rewards. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and surprisingly valuable coins to ever come out of Australia, the 1966 Australian 2-cent coin in very fine condition. While it might seem like just a humble copper piece to some, this small coin carries an impressive legacy, rare characteristics, and growing demand in the numismatic world. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just discovering the joys of coin collecting, this video is your ultimate guide to understanding the massive potential hidden in the palm of your hand. So grab your coin box, hit that like button, and let us uncover the fascinating story behind the 1966 Australian 2-cent coin. To understand why this coin is so special, we need to go back to 1966, a historic year for Australia. That year marked the nation's transition from the old British-style currency of pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system. With the introduction of dollars and cents, a brand new series of coins was minted, and among them was the distinctive 2-cent coin. Made of bronze and featuring the elegant frilled neck lizard on the reverse side, this coin became a part of everyday Australian life. But over the decades, it began to fade from circulation, especially after being officially withdrawn from production in 1992. That makes the original 1966 release the very first in its series, a prized piece of Australian history. One of the things that sets the 1966 2-cent coin apart is its beautiful and bold design. The obverse features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, while the reverse displays the stunning frilled neck lizard designed by Stuart Devlin, a master of coin artistry. The coin itself is made of bronze, 97% copper, with a blend of zinc and tin, which gives it that deep reddish tone when well preserved. At 5.2 grams and 21.59 millimeters in diameter, it is compact but unmistakably rich in detail. What really adds value, especially in very fine condition, is the quality of strike and preservation. When you find one where the lizard's features are crisp, the queen's crown details are visible, and the surfaces are clean with minimal wear, you're looking at a collectible gem. Although tens of millions of these coins were minted in 1966, finding one in very fine or better condition today is becoming increasingly challenging. Why? Because most of them were heavily circulated, and many were eventually melted down or simply lost. Over time, coins that have survived with minimal damage and solid detail have become incredibly sought after. Collectors around the globe, especially those passionate about pre-decimal transition coins or Australian numismatics, place a premium on the 1966 edition, especially when it is clean, original, and exhibits natural luster. Add to that the emotional value of owning a coin from such a major shift in a country's monetary history, and it is no wonder demand continues to climb. So how much is this coin actually worth today in the collector's market? For a 1966 Australian 2-cent coin in very fine condition, values have seen a steady increase over the past decade. Those in very fine or better condition, with clear features and minimal scratches, can sell anywhere from $320,000, depending on the market and seller. But that is not all. Exceptionally preserved pieces, especially those with special dye errors, proof-like surfaces, or from high-profile collections, have been known to fetch significantly more with auction prices climbing beyond $50 in some cases. This coin is no longer just pocket change. It has become a miniature investment piece. If you are looking to start or expand your collection, here are some essential tips when it comes to the 1966 Australia 2-cent coin. First, always inspect the coin under good lighting to check for wear on key features, especially the lizard's frill and the queen's crown. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, corrosion, or discoloration. Coins stored in dry, acid-free holders or capsules maintain their condition better, which boosts long-term value. Try sourcing coins from reputable dealers or collectors who can verify authenticity and condition. Also, be on the lookout for rare varieties like off-center strikes or die clashes, which can dramatically increase value. Remember, this coin may look uncommon, and in the right condition, it is a treasure. So there you have it, the remarkable story of the 1966 Australian 2-cent coin, a piece of history that is rapidly becoming one of the most desirable bronze coins among collectors worldwide. Its artistic beauty, historical significance, and rising collector value make it a coin worth celebrating. If you have one in very fine condition, tucked away in a drawer, now is the time to truly appreciate its worth. And if you are lucky enough to find one at a garage sale or flea market, grab it fast because demand for this coin is hotter than ever. Don't forget to share your own finds and stories in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more rare coin breakdowns and collector insights. Until next time, happy collecting and keep hunting those hidden treasures.